I was out checking some roads because I'm probably going to go out and grade some of them tomorrow. But here's what I'm dealing with. Now, the guy who was doing these roads last year, he kept backing off from the edge. And he would leave gravel out here. You know, way out that far is good gravel. And he'd keep backing off, and cutting down right here, making what you refer to as a secondary ditch right in that area. You know, he just kept backing her off, cutting her down. Well, you lose the drainage on the road, and what happens is now if it rains, the water runs off and sits here, and you get just soft shoulders. So I'm going to have to cut this before it gets too green, but I won't do it yet. I'm going to pull some of this gravel, get it back up and get more of a crown, and kind of let some of this run back into that secondary ditch. Because having them soft shoulders is just a treacherous thing. You know, you pull over to meet somebody, well, like way up there you can see a spot where somebody pulled over and all of a sudden, whoa, you know, your wheels just go down. There's good gravel here, just not in the right place. So I'll kind of even her out the first time over. But then, within like a couple of weeks or so, I really got to get these shoulders pulled in. You got to have drainage. Before you can do anything with the road, you have to have drainage. And this guy spent all last year getting rid of drainage. So that'll have to be redone. But if you get at it at the right time, it's not bad. But once this starts greening up, you know, like right now, it's a little bit damp. But give it a week, and you can just shear that off clean. And it'll break up. You know, get it in the road and then break it up. And you get that gravel back and the fines. Because normally you pull shoulders in to get the fine clays that are a binder. You need a binder to hold the gravel in the road. They tend to wash out and get over on the sides. So you kind of pull them fines back in. Well, this year I'm going to be pulling not only fines, but a lot of gravel. But the main thing is to get this beat out, you know, work that grass out of it before it greens up. Because once it starts doing that, then you kind of struggle. But it won't be bad. You know, I was looking at it last year thinking, oh, you know, I'd love to get at that because, like I say, there's a lot of gravel that you can recover and the fines. Yeah, somebody's been out horse riding. Because this road in the past has gotten really horrible because of lack of drainage. In fact, the one time it got so sloppy, it was in a spring, and the only thing I could do with it was shove all of the slop off to the side so you had a bare surface to drive on, because it was like 6 inches of slop. You just couldn't drive in it. Then it dried out and I was able to pull it back on there. And it all bound together again. But this is the time of year to work on roads. This is when your money is well spent. You know, your time is to work on them in spring. It serves you well.